The very first thing I did was manage, like so many of us in this business, was to manage a friend. Friend was in a band. I was working at a nightclub as a doorman. After 2 weeks, clearly I knew all there was to know, and so I started to manage that band. But management, particularly in Canada, in those days, when there was a big migration of any artist that was doing original material to America, really meant getting your client work, and so the primary function as a manager was to find work, for your artists so they could develop. I have a saying, right? A lot of people say there's a conflict. My saying is no conflict, no interest. I think it's it's a precarious situation that some people may not handle the right way. So you have to be very, very careful about those different roles. But as a manager, you really want to have as much control on all aspects of your client's career as you can. So if you happen to own the most significant agency in a country, then you got to believe that agency can do the best job. So in that instance, it's best to have all that power over your own vehicle to produce the best results for your client. So I don't really see it as a problem. In representing a lot of talent throughout our companies, I can tell that there are some managers who couldn't carry both those roles, and there's some that could. I think for the most part, almost entirely, with maybe one exception, it's been completely beneficial, because people who excel in our business are extremely entrepreneurial and self-motivated. And when you've got experienced, smart, self-motivated people, they really want to work for themselves, and you need to provide an environment where they work for themselves. And if you have key personnel and you just have them on an employee dynamic, particularly in a business where you're empowering them with the strength of your company to have close relationships with clients, then you always run the risk that they're going to walk out the door with those clients. You have to have a good reason why it makes sense for them to stay. And I think that you have to treat them fairly, and you have to make them partners, and that's the way they stay around for a long time. And then the collection of those partnerships creates a certain environment and a dynamic that provides more opportunity for your clients.